Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Now they'll change things up. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
60 by 6.
Looking to throw. Amos. Call it a gain of a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. This defense for the Niners, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Amos. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Go.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Arizona defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground, because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Once again, Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Amos. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second and a couple.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Off play action. Amos throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 77 more.
Now a handoff up the middle. Arnold. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back to throw. Amos working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Amos. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left, so he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Amos. On a short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Amos. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Pass the 50, pass the 50. Three.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go now. Let's go, 80.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
There we go. Check. 70 Timberwolves.
Off the play fake. Amos. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Amos firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Third down and 13. Operating from the gun. Amos. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Stokes. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow.
And now they'll shift things around.
5-97. Ready?
On first down, here's Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 45. White. Hut.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
10 black. Set.
Looking to throw. Langford. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Stokes trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Back to throw. Langford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
60, 22 needle. Hut, hut.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Yellow, 52 plastic. Hut, hut.
They'll run on first down. Stokes. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready up.
2nd down and 3.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Set.
Looking to throw. Langford. That's complete to Pearsall. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Down. 43, yellow, 22. Set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Crenshaw Judkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go, ladies.
And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now Amos from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready.
That's caught left side by Iomanner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
On the set.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Line 40. Striker. 3-3.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay,
The
break.
Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Red, 38. Ready.
An inside run with Judkins. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Still going. He's on his way. Touchdown, 49ers. Crenshaw Judkins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Kennedy, Timberwolf.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check. Ready.
Now a give right side. It's Arnold. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Amos. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jamison Williams
From 3 yards out.
and the Cardinals are once again back in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go now. Yes, 10 cycles.
Off play action. Langford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
32. Double, 38.
Back to throw. Langford throwing deep for Stewart. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go, set. 19, 18.
Another run here with Benson. The 20. 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, 46 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black clock 10. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Shut up. Stop you lying.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Ooh, with a juke. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yellow, warning, 52 blue.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
33, yellow.
Operating from the gun, Langford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, point. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A York on now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This 2nd and 4.
Set, hut. Red, 38.
Off the play fake. Langford. He finds his man, complete. That's Roman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
Set, ready. 10 black. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ready.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stokes. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chop, 17. Come on, set. Blue, 32. Set, cut.
Judkins will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak
That's
his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A give left side for Benson.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now here's Amos from the gun on 3rd down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
50, green. Cut.
Off play action. Langford.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, ready. Black 40. Set.
Looking to throw. Langford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Watch out now, 50 steering. Set.
Up the middle they go. Stokes. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
52 blasters. Ready.
Back to throw. Langford. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Stokes. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stewart. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
Set, hut. 45, line. Ready.
Looking to throw. Langford. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Let's go. Yellow.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh no, he lost the football. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Black. 33. Yellow.
Trying to hammer it into Jenkins. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Amos. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come on. Hey. 60 Eagles.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Sandy Lions.
Looking to throw. Amos. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
19 Tiger.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
70, step and wolf. Go.
Man open left side, it's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Second and 9 now. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready. 52 bull. Ready.
Back to throw. Langford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Set,
Looking to throw. Langford.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On the set.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down?
60 red. Cut.
Operating from the gun, Langford. He finds his man, complete. It's Stokes. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready, ready. Go red. 45. White. Blue stripe. Ready.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Okay, break.
Second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 43. Cut.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Watch out, 10 black. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second down, goal to go.
52 blaster. 50 green.
Back to throw. Langford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Hey, blue. Blue, 32.
Looking to throw. Langford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received the gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
His throw incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Arnold. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Let's go.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
10. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Checks it down to Judkins.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Ready up.
Here's second down.
Here we go. 52 blue. Chop 17. Zoom black. Slide 97. Set.
A run, it's Judkins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Ready, set.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Yellow 43. Set.
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
This one is complete to Judkins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
He's back to throw.
Open man down the field. That's Iomanner. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 50 green. 52 black. Set.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
33, yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
95.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70, Timberwolves.
Throwing to start the drive. Amos. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On the jump.
Here comes 2nd down.
Lightning, 18.
Back to throw. Amos. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Amos. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by one here in the final moments. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.